Well, Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first Willie's Rambling and Pickup video for 2016. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. I had a great Christmas. I've been really busy, so I've not really had a chance to make more of these videos. Haven't had a chance to make videos in quite a while, actually. Anyway, I visited some game stores while I was out on hiatus for this past couple of weeks or so. I visited my favorite store down in the Charlotte area called Retro Reboot. I drove down to Rock Hill, South Carolina to check out a store down there called Joe's Video Games. They actually take in arcade games, they refurbish them, and then resell them. So they have an arcade showroom where you can buy arcade stand-up games. But they also have retro games as well, Nintendo, Atari, all that kind of stuff. It's a really neat store. If you're down in the Rock Hill, South Carolina area, you really need to stop by and check them out. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Moving on, a little bit of news here. My buddy Gamester81 has asked me to start writing content for his site, Gamester81.com. So every once in a while you'll see articles appear up there from me. Mainly it's going to be probably my Arcade USA videos, and I'll just describe the game and my personal history with it and what I think is my favorite port to a classic system. So I have a little rating list there for my favorite one of all of them. So I think it'd be a neat little thing to do. Plus I may post some other type of content there from time to time as well. Also, real big news, if you're a Colecovision fan and you have a Colecovision flashback or you have the original Colecovision, Ed Ladden from edladden.com has put up his Kickstarter campaign for the new Super Arcade controller. Now he's offered 4 different controllers. He has a standard converter, which is basically he'll take an Atari 2600, 7800, Sega Genesis gamepad, that kind of stuff, and convert it over to be used with a original Colecovision or a Colecovision flashback. It also has a little keypad on there as well for it to use. That's just the converter. Then he has a Super Arcade controller, which gives you arcade controls to be used on either system, the Colecovision or the Colecovision flashback. Then he has a Super Arcade controller Plus, which includes the converter box and an arcade controller combined into one. And then lastly, he has a Super USB arcade controller. This could be used with like MAME or your favorite ColecoVision emulator on your PC. You can map all the keys, all the buttons, the keypad, all that good stuff. I backed it. I opted to get one of those converter boxes. That's what I really wanted. So if you're interested in these controllers by Ed Ladden, head over to Kickstarter.com and look for Super Arcade controller and adapter for ColecoVision. I'll put a link to the Kickstarter page in my show notes down below. Also, really exciting news. I discovered on the forums that Wizard of War is being worked on for the ColecoVision. Yeah! I am really stoked about getting Wizard of War on my ColecoVision. I love playing Wizard of War. Well, it's not called Wizard of War on the Bally Astrocade. It's called The Incredible Wizard. And it's really actually very good. It doesn't have the synthesized speech, but it's a really fun game. I've also got it on my 5200, but I really like it on the Astrocade a little bit better. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with it on the ColecoVision. So I'm going to watch that project really closely. So let's get to some pickups I've had over the past couple weeks or so. First up, I picked up Gyromite. Oh, that's really cool, huh? No, $4. Cool. The reason why I picked this up is because inside is Famicom adapter. Yeah. So that's the only reason why I picked it up. Found this at Joe's Video Games down in Rock Hill, South Carolina. When you're looking at the Gyromite cartridges, you want to look at the end, at the pins. You want to look for the offset pin that's on the connector itself. Of course, you know, I get a lot of funny looks when I'm sitting there doing this, looking at cartridges. But that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for the offset pins to get me some Famicom adapters. So, awesome. Next up, found this at Retro Reboot. I found F1 Race for the Game Boy complete in the box. It's got the little 4-player adapter here and everything. So I've got 2 Game Boys right now, so I'll pick up a couple more Game Boys and some more interlake cables. And next time I go to a convention, I'm going to try to set this up on 4 Game Boys for people to race each other. I think that'd be kind of fun to do. Next up, I picked up the Horoscope Computer by Mattel Electronics. Only good from 1979 to 1987. But it's freaking awesome. I love how this thing is laid out. Check it out. Got the Zodiac over here. You got your buttons. These are the same buttons that are used on the Football 2 game. So you can type in your birth date. You got to lie about the year because it only goes up to 1987, December 31st, 1987. But you can just go ahead and type in like a date and everything for this month and all that good stuff. And you pick your sign, like here's mine, Gemini down here, and then it'll come up with a display, and you would press one of these buttons for, like, let's see, love, career, travel, money. What else we got here? Friends, Bing, I made a friend. Bing, I made a friend. Wow. Spirit. Ooh. Family. Yeehaw. And creative. And it comes with a little display right here. Also in the manual, it talks about using this like a love tester to see if you're compatible with somebody at the bar. Now, can you just imagine going to a bar? Hey, baby, how you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Let me get out the horoscope computer to see if we're compatible. Next thing that happens, chick leaves. All right, the next thing I picked up was another Mattel Electronics game called Brain Baffler. Pretty neat. I've never seen this game. Here's what it looks like out of the case. It's got a lot of different games in here. Mainly it's 2-player games. We have games such as, I can't read with my glasses on, Anagrams, Build-A-Word, Flashword, Third-Degree Flashword, Copy That, Go Hang, Concussion, and Concussion 2. So, pretty neat. I like how it has the keyboard, the full keyboard and everything on here. The neatest thing about this is it makes this little noise as it's turned on. It goes. It's really weird. But see, there's the LED display. You choose your games. It's not too happy right now. Oof. There we go. Boogie! Anyway. Hey, stop it. Anyway, it's kind of baffling my brain on how to play this crazy thing. But I'll get it figured out, and I'll try to do a review video on it or something. Alrighty. Now, for my Colecovision, I did order one of the Opcode Super Game modules. That comes with a nice little box and a nice little case and everything like that. I still haven't got it yet. I'm supposed to get it this year, 2016. I've been on order for about a year or so, maybe a year and a half. But I needed to play the Donkey Kong arcade game that's coming out for the Colecovision that Opcode is working on. That's the only reason why I bought one. However, over on Atari's, Juice 2839 is making a Super Game module card as well. Enhances the audio for your games in the ColecoVision that support the Super Game module, and it has extra memory and everything like that. Now he puts it in a little Famicom cart instead of sending just a blank circuit board. So it works really well. I've been using it. Works like a charm. Only reason why I picked it up is because I'm helping test games for CollectorVision on the ColecoVision, and some of the games are coming out with are requiring the Super Game module. I can play it I can play it in emulation using Cool CV by Oscar Toledo. Really great emulator. But I wanted to also try it on the actual hardware because I feel you need to test the game on the actual hardware to make sure there's not something goofy going on in the hardware that doesn't show up in the emulator. So I went ahead and picked one of these up. So when I do get my Super Game module from Opcode, I'll probably have a contest and give this away. probably on the Colecovision's podcast. So keep your eyes peeled on the Facebook page. If you want one of these, I'll probably be giving this away as a prize when I get my official opcode one. Cool. Now for some games. Yeah, games. For my Super Nintendo, I picked up Mr. Do. Love Mr. Do in the arcade. This is a great version of the game. One of the things I really like about this game is it allows you to have two people play at the same time in a competitive mode. Unfortunately, I don't have a second controller, so I couldn't get my wife to play to control the other second little Mr. Do up here running around. But you get the idea. You can have two people fight each other in the same little underground place. So, pretty cool version of Mr. Do. It's a little hard to control. Sometimes it doesn't quite register when you're going up to make a corner. It goes back down again for some reason. Don't know why. Another one I picked up for my Super Nintendo was Kirby's Avalanche. Really fun puzzle game. It's not too bad. It's actually quite a bit of fun to play. Basically, it's like a Connect 4 or more. So when the little blobs come down on the screen, if you get two of the same color next to each other, they'll kind of merge. You get another one, then they'll merge even longer. I think when you get 4 or above in a row, they'll disappear and everything drops down. Neat game. It's actually a lot of fun for a puzzle game. And then for my wife, she loves Super Mario on the original Nintendo. She also likes Super Mario 3. So I figured, well, I'll pick up Super Mario All-Stars for my Super Nintendo, which has all the games on there, Super Mario games, plus the Lost Levels. It also has Super Mario Brothers 2, which I really like on here. But they've all been kind of remastered. They have enhanced graphics, and the music is phenomenal on these games. So I like this version a lot better than on my regular NES. And it's kind of nice. It's all in one little cartridge here, so that's pretty cool. Then for my Sega Saturn, I picked up Machine Head. First-person shooter type of game. Hard as heck to control. You run around on this planet surface, you shoot like little copter things and little critters that look like those little alien guys and the face huggers. It's okay. The main problem I have with this game is actually the control. It's hard to control a little bit. I keep hitting buttons that I think I should hit to do what I want to do, but it's not the right button. It's something totally different from what I would think would be the button. Button. Who's got the button? But it's made by Eidos, who did the Tomb Raider series and stuff, so it's not too bad of a game. It was priced pretty good. I got it at Retro Reboot. It was like $15. It's complete in the box, has the instructions and everything. So I'm happy with it. It'll be a nice addition to my Saturn collection. Then for my Sony PlayStation 1, I got a game I've been looking for quite a while. It is Devil Dice. Love this puzzle game. It's great. Basically, the premise of the game is you run around on top of these dice, or you can drop down on the grid below and push dice around like Sokoban style. And you try to match up dice of the same numbers. So if you have a 2 and a 2, you try to get the two 2s together to get them to disappear and give you points. Likewise, you got to get 3 3s together to get them to disappear, and so forth and so forth. What I like about the game is how you can run around top of the dice and flip them around and roll them everywhere, then jump off and push them around. This is a really great puzzle game. I don't know if it's rare or anything on the PlayStation, because I don't really follow the PlayStation very much. I love the console, but I'm more into the pre-crash systems mainly. So I was pretty happy to add this to my collection. It was only $4, so it was pretty cheap. I think there's a sequel to it on the PlayStation 2 called, I think, Bombastic? Maybe? If you guys know, make a comment down below, because I think it was Bombastic. We'll try to find that next from a PlayStation 2. And then next up, I couldn't pass this up. It's a really cheesy, not too well done racing game. I picked it up for the title alone. Jeep Thrills by DSi. It's okay for a racing game. It's not like Gran Turismo 3 quality or anything like that, but it's still kind of fun to mess around with. It's just your average racing game, but with nothing but Jeeps. So, yeah, I just picked it up only because of the title. That's the only reason I picked it up, Jeep Thrills. This might be given away at some point. And then lastly, but not leastly, I picked up Pac-Land for my TurboGrafx 16. I've been looking for this little bad boy for a while. I've played the arcade game once in my life, years ago. Kind of liked it. The TurboGrafx 16 version does really well with the translation from the arcade to the home. They've also got it on the Famicom too. I may try to find it from the Famicom because I plan on making a Arcade USA video about Pac-Land, and I like to have all the different ported versions for me to make my video with. The only problem I have with this game is the controls kind of mess me up a little bit. On the TurboGrafx 16, you have to push one of the two buttons for them to run one direction or run the other direction. Then you use your keypad for the jump, like Smurf Rescue. You hit up or whatever, point, 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 make them jump and stuff. So what I keep doing is I keep trying to push the directional pad to run and hit the button to jump, and my little Pac-Man guy sits there and goes, doesn't go anywhere. But oh well. Great addition to my TurboGrafx 16 collection. So that's pretty much it. I left one off. Wait a minute. I also picked this up down at Joe's Video Games. I found a Hit and Missile by Tomy. This thing's cool. So I set my little timer up here, doop, doop, doop. Hit the on button, and then you turn a little dial to move your bass. Boy, this thing's loud. Move your bass, and then you hit the button to fire. Oh, missed him. Oh, I missed him again. Let's go over here. Oh well. Pretty neat, huh? I think Toby did a heck of a job with these mechanical games. They have like a digital derby one, which is a racing game, car racing game. There was another one that I remember seeing. Blip. Blip is actually kind of cool. I think I got one of those here somewhere. Anyway, that's it. That's all the pickups for this week. So, hope everyone has a great new year. I'm looking forward to going to some more expos this year and making more videos. So, thanks for watching.